Okay, welcome to week one of the List of 63 group. I am so excited about this group because of what it's going to accomplish for you and for the people you're reaching out to. We are going to keep it simple, keep it organized, and keep the time that you're putting into your Plexus business to be the most productive activities that you could be spending your time on. So that's exciting because we're going to maximize your time and minimize your efforts. So week one is all about getting ready, getting organized, making our map, getting ready for this next 4 weeks that we're going on. So just like when you're planning to go on a trip, you probably spend way more time getting ready for this trip, packing and buying things and making arrangements and things like that than it actually takes to get you from point A to point B. And that's what week one is all about, is we're going to get organized, we're going to get ready so that the next 3 weeks, we know exactly where we're headed and we know exactly how to get there, okay? No question marks, right? So week one, there is going to be 5 things for you to do. Now, for some of you, this might be the hardest week. Maybe organization is not your cup of tea. Maybe working on your mindset, which is also what we're going to do because you have to have your head in the game in order to know where you're going. Maybe working on yourself, working on your mindset might be the hardest part of this job, right? But it is crucial. And I believe by the end of this first week, you're going to see why. If you start reaching out to people, if you start talking to people, but you don't know where you're going, how are they going to feel comfortable that you are going to know where to take them? And if your mindset is not where it needs to be, if your belief and your attitude and your commitment are not where they need to be, people are going to hear that and they're going to be hesitant, okay? So I'm excited about week one. I start every month of my business off this way, okay? What I'm going to be talking through the first few days, we're going to spend a whole week on this, but for me and my business, I usually spend a few days at the beginning of the month working on these things, okay? So 5 things that we're going to focus on this week. First thing, this is the List of 63 group. So you are going to make your list of 63 people. Now, before you get out your paper and pen or before you start typing in names on your phone or computer, I want you to stop. I want you to really think, and I want you to pray about this. I want you to think about who needs to be on this list. I want you to pray about that the right people would come to your mind, that you would be thinking very intentionally about this list. Now, this list is actually made up of 4 subcategories. So here they are. You're going to have 20 people who you know need the products, that it would be very natural for you to reach out to them and share the products given their health goals. Now, this could also include people that are already healthy, that just love supplements, they love taking care of themselves, and you know, again, that it would be very natural to reach out to them and share our products with them. So 20 people who need the products, 20 people who need the business. Now, we're not necessarily thinking about people that need to go diamond or need to be ruby, but people in your life that you know an extra $300 would really help them out. An extra $500, an extra $1,000 would really help them out. You might also think of people that really dislike their job. They don't like the job they're in. They don't like the circumstances they're in. And this opportunity could be exactly what they're looking for to supplement or replace their income. All right, 20 people who would rock this business. 20 people who would be amazing at this. This can be people that have a very big network. In other words, they have a lot of friends, people that are very influential. They're in places of influence that when people listen to them, they listen to them. This could be people who are outgoing, people that are very goal-driven, people that are competitive, people that love taking care of people, like nurses and doctors and therapists. 20 people who would be amazing at this. Lastly, you're going to think of 3 people. These 3 people are people that you have influence over. What does that mean? These are 3 people that if you were going on a road trip, you would go to them and say, look, I'm going on this road trip and I want you to go with me and I'm not going without you. So pack your bags, you're coming with me. Okay, these are people that bare minimum you would be able to say, I want to go to the movies tonight and I want you to come with me, find a babysitter, we're doing this, let's go. Okay? Kind of people that you can kind of get a little bossy with, right? So you want 3 people that you have influence over. This could be your mom, your dad, your siblings, your cousins, your best friends. It could be a coworker, anyone. 3 people, okay? So there's your list of 63. Take your time making it, pray about it, think about it, and make it. You have a week to make it, okay? So no rush, all right? Okay, second thing on our list is to get organized. Now, if you're going to be reaching out to these people, and some of them are going to be ordering as preferred customers and ambassadors, you need to be ready for that. So, do you have your preferred customer email ready? This is the email you send someone when they very first order as a preferred customer. There's one on our team page. There's one on Team Eichenhorst. I believe there's one on Team Hofseth as well. This is going to be an email that welcomes them, congratulates them on their decision. It's giving them accurate expectations of the products. You're sending them in product instructions, maybe detox information, things like that. You're also going to have an email for new ambassadors. This is going to be a little bit different because you're going to share the opportunity with them. You're going to let them know that as an ambassador, they just got their own website and they have a website available to send friends and family to place orders from. Again, this is also on the team pages, but you need to have your version personalized to you, ready to send out when someone orders from you. Okay? Now, the last couple things I want you to think about as you get more organized is, are you familiar with the pinned post on Team McMaster? There's, I believe, 7 steps to get an ambassador started. Are you familiar with those 7 steps? Maybe you're a brand new ambassador and you're still working through those 7 steps. That's fine. You don't have to have them completed yet. But do you know that they're there? Did you know that when you welcome a new ambassador, you add them to the team page, you do a welcome post and welcome them to the team, be really excited, and then you tag their name on the pinned post so that they can start working through those first 7 steps of being an ambassador. Last thing, if you're a brand new ambassador, another thing you might want to consider doing with your new ambassadors, because you're starting your team right away, is doing a welcome call with your upline. Really easy to do. You, your upline, and your new ambassador get on the phone, and your upline is going to welcome them to the team and kind of get them started with setting goals, whether it's health goals or business goals. They're going to help walk them through how to take the products, how to kickstart their business, things like that, maybe you haven't done one yet. So you just want to sit and listen and learn. And then once you're more familiar with how to do it, when you sign up an ambassador, you can do your own welcome calls with them and get them started strong on the products and the business. Okay? So that is all getting organized. You're getting your preferred customer emails already, your new ambassador emails already. And again, those are on the team pages, so you don't have to recreate them from scratch. Okay? Just make them your own. Familiarize yourself with the pinned post and think about maybe doing welcome calls if you're a brand new ambassador. Okay, step number 3, personal growth and development. Now we're focusing on this week and week 1, and I might have some other things later in the month, but this is a part of your business you cannot neglect. Your business will suffer if you are suffering. So you have to be feeding yourself, encouraging yourself, and growing yourself in order to be able to give more to others. And our job is all about giving to others. So I have two things I want you to listen to this week. The first is a call from Melissa Eichenhorst back when she was a senior Ruby. It is about belief, attitude, and commitment. I listened to it my first week as an ambassador, and it set me up mentally for success. The next thing I want you to listen to is a video I also watched my first couple months as an ambassador. It's Les Brown. He's a motivational speaker, and it is a talk on your mindset and setting goals and being the best version of yourself possible. So I want you to listen to these, soak them up like a sponge. I recommend not listening to them while you're doing dishes and yelling at kids and doing things. Do these, listen to these when you have time to really soak them in. Even if it's just getting ready in the morning and you're by yourself and it's quiet, or if you're driving in the car and it's quiet and you can listen to it. But really soak them in, take notes, write down things that you're going to want to remember 2 weeks from now, right? That you can look back at. Okay, with that in mind, step 4, personal affirmations. Guys, affirmations are one of those things that when I first signed up as an ambassador, I thought they were goofy. But what it is you are retraining your brain. You're retraining your thinking so that all those fears and doubts and negative thoughts that you have do not dominate your business. You need to have faith and hope and trust and belief so that as you're communicating to people, your mindset is already there and talking to people just comes naturally. So what you're going to do, sit down, write down your negative thoughts, write down your fears. So I have some examples. And then what you're going to do is you're going to turn them into positives. You're going to turn them into the messages and the thoughts that you should be telling yourself. So, number 1, you might be thinking deep down in your heart, this will never work for me. Okay? I want you to write that down. And then on a separate sheet of paper, your positive thoughts are, this will work for me. Okay? Number 2, these are just examples. I don't know enough people to be successful at this. Okay, maybe you're thinking that. I don't know enough. I don't know that many people. Okay, here's an example of how to make that a positive affirmation. The people that I know will want to do this with me. The people that I know will want to do this with me. Okay, see how that's a major difference, and how going into talking to someone with the mindset of, I don't know enough people, this probably isn't going to work for me, as opposed to going into talking to someone saying, this is going to work for me, and the people that I know are going to love this. Totally different mindset going into your messages and conversations with people. Last example, I don't have the time to do this. Maybe you're already listening to this video thinking, oh, great, I don't even have the time to do this. What you need to be telling yourself is, I will find the time every day to work my business, because I know the value of it. I will find the time. You're committed. You're committed to making this work for you. So whatever your negative thoughts and fears and doubts are, you're going to write them down on one paper, and the other piece of paper, you're going to write down the positive, hopeful, expecting success statements. Now, throw away those fears after you've done this exercise. Literally, crumple up the fears, throw them in the trash, post those positive affirmations where you work your business every day, whether it's at a desk, whether it's in your kitchen on the fridge, whether it's in your car, whether it's wherever. Post those. You need to read those every single day before you talk to people. Your head has to be in the game. Okay, last 5. Now that you have your list, now that you are organized, now that you have fed yourself with those 2 calls, now that you have got yourself positive and hopeful and expecting success, you are going to sit down and write your goals for this month, for the next 6 months, and the next year. Okay? You're going to map out your next year, your next 6 months, and then this month specifically. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, you should absolutely be shooting for 3 new ambassadors every single month. Go silver every month. and add a few customers as well. Amanda, that sounds like way too much. Yeah, it does. It still sounds like a lot to me. But let me tell you, it has been my goal every single month that I've been an ambassador. I've been an ambassador for 1.5 years, and I've personally sponsored, I don't know the number, my guess is about 60 people. Okay? So some months I hit 3, some months I hit 5, some months I just did 1. It doesn't matter. The point is that you've set the bar up there. That's what you're aiming for, because the fact is as you grow your team, you're going to want that to be their goal as well. Whether they reach it or not, the goal is there. And there's no guilt, there's no self-condemnation if you don't reach that goal, but you keep it there so you know what you're aiming for. So set those goals, write them down. Once you have them written down, post them right next to your self-affirmations, because you are going to be looking at those every single day as well. Okay? That is week 1. It is going to leave you excited. You're going to feel prepared. You're going to know where you're headed, and your head is going to be in the right place. That is your mission for this first week, and I can't wait to see 7 days from now how everyone is feeling about this opportunity. We are going to be so much more prepared to reach out to these 63 people after having done this week. It's going to be awesome. So this week, there's a lot of activities to be doing, but well worth it, my friend, well worth it. And the activity of actually reaching out to all those people, you might be surprised, actually end up taking less time than it does to take care of yourself. So enjoy yourself, enjoy this week. One more thing, kind of the rules for this chat group. Since there's so many of us in this chat group, let's limit the conversation in this chat group to just things that are relevant to this group, being the activities that we're currently participating on, okay? Whether it's this week or another week, you have questions about events or reaching out to people, messages. If you have other questions about the business, please utilize the team pages for that, or other chat threads that you are a part of with your team, or other sidelines. But let's keep the messages limited in this group, just so everyone's notifications aren't going off all the time. The other thing is that we stay positive in this group. Not to say we can't share when we're discouraged, but it is always with the looking at the silver lining, right? We are always thinking positive. So keep the messages limited in this, stay positive, and get excited, y'all. This is going to be a great month that you are going to be able to duplicate and repeat every single month of your business. Okay? So I'm so excited. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.